Welcome to the Jerry Grave channel. This channel talks about narcissism and how to bring about justice. I wanted to go ahead and jump straight into the topic. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to deal with everybody ganging up on you. All right, so there's three types of people who have like a weakness when it comes to people turning people against them. And it's either you are very good looking, you are a person who doesn't look very intelligent, or you are a person who looks angry. These three factors makes it where somebody can just make up a lie about you and it's automatically believed. If you're good looking, they can always say you're stuck up, blah blah blah. If you're angry looking, then they'll say that you gave them some type of attitude or you think you're tough. And if you look like you're dumb, then they can just go around talking about how you mess up everything and things like that. What a workplace bully is going to do, they're going to run around talking about how you looked at them and just make something up. Oh, he looked at me like this, and from my experience, I'm one of those people who look angry without trying. So that's normally what I'll hear rumblings of that beforehand. I already know that they're a toxic person. I need to start trying to protect myself. But if you'll start hearing people having those conversations, and half of it, sometimes if they find somebody who's kind of against you as well, they'll make sure that they're talking loud enough for you to hear them so that you get intimidated, And so the bullying begins. They have their plausible situation that they've made up. They have people that believe them, and now it starts. To counteract this, you have to do the most obvious thing. If you look angry, you got to go around giving people really big Kool-Aid smiles, at times that you don't want to smile, and it sounds simple, but this actually has to be done in a clever way. It's not something that you can just do, even though people who don't have this problem will probably think that, oh, well, you can't just smile. That just doesn't work. You can't walk around with a plastered smile on your face or a fake smile and think that everything's going to be fine. They're just going to look at you like, well, you have a sad looking smile or an angry looking smile. You have to actually think about how to do that and do it in the right situations. Yeah, and also try to do it in ways to relieve tension. And so it's about the specific time that you do it as well. If you're going to subscribe and hit that like button, give me a hell yeah. Start putting distance between you and the person who's saying these things, You start hearing have an attitude or start talking about you think that you're tough or you're so stuck up. Don't start getting confused and trying to teach them or show them that you're not who they think you are. Like, all right, I'm not gonna do what you think I'm gonna do. But once the bully starts their thing, it's like it's too late, and you already had to have done that. And if you haven't done that, then you can't really go around trying to show that you're not like how they say you are, because it just causes you to be more and more confused, because people like to gang up on people. They like the excitement of mistreating people. So you going around confused trying to get everybody on the same page as you isn't going to help anything, because that's not exciting. That ends the fun for them. So what you need to be doing more is getting away from them, basically moving away. And even psychologically, if you're stuck there, psychologically escape them by reading a book or be into something else, just because you want to put distance between them and yourself, even if it's just psychologically. Then the next step is to write down everything that's happening. Obviously you want to have a record to tell on people, but also so that you keep track of all the games that are being played, because there's a lot of games that people play all through the day. All day long people are playing games with each other. There's losers, and there's simple games, and there's more complex games, and what you want to do is not be involved in any games. Um, Learn to let people win. Learn it. Learn it. Let others win. Sometimes. Sometimes, not always. Only win the games that you have to win. But you don't want to be drawn into all these different games, because then that becomes like tactical hell, which is what Robert Kiyosaki calls it, where there's so much stuff going on that you can't get anything done like on a higher level, and basically people pulling you into a whole bunch of drama. So you don't want that drama for your mama. Basically, it's more important to understand the game and understand the types of games that each person plays, so that you relieve your mind in a way that it makes you more calm. Just understanding it makes you more calm. It sounds a lot like getting high, but I promise you, it's better than getting high. Sometimes you have to give in and walk away and just be happy with the fact that your mind isn't confused. That's the goal. That's the goal more than anything. You don't want to be confused and disoriented with all these people who are ganging up on you, making you more and more confused, and then you're trying to prove to them that you're not a bad person, and making yourself go deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole. Write down the games, write it down, understand it. And each person normally plays the same types of games. They have a certain style and a way that they do things, so then you start to expect it. You know what they're going to do before they do it. So yeah, it's better that way. Also, play dumb. That's another thing. If you're trying to beat them and you're succeeding at beating them at these little games that they're playing, right? Then they realize that you're intelligent. What you want to do is be so stupid, or act like you're so stupid that you don't even know that they're bothering you sometimes, and that confuses them, which is good. It's good that you're giving out some of your own confusion, and some people will quit. I've had that happen where I've played dumb for so long, and I did it so well that people really believed that I didn't understand that they were bothering me, and they would stop. Like, literally, very few times where I've actually been able to just straight outmaneuver a bully and just make them flat out stop. Normally, if you start trying to outmaneuver them, they're so toxic, right, that they wake up doing this so much that it's a part of them, and they just are going to go on forever, on and on and on and on and on. If you're trying to outsmart them, outwit them, right? But if they think that you're too dumb and there's no point in it, they'll actually stop. Stop all games. I've done that a few times. So even when the way you look at them, if you're cutting your eyes and examining them like you're trying to outwit them, then that lets them know that you're a player in their game, and that this is going to go on, and that you're somebody to beat. Like, in a recent story, I was talking about how I was being ostracized by some guy, and he admitted to the ostracism, and that he was trying to ostracize me. And I ended up getting in this situation where I was playing so dumb that he even stopped bothering me. Like how I said, he was open enough to admit the ostracism. He was open enough to admit that, not even admit, but he was asking me questions like, well, you think I'm your friend? Like, I was like, yeah, we're friends. And then he's like, what do you say? But I'm such a dick to you. And then I was just like, nah, you. I can't remember what I said. But then after that, his facial expressions towards me even changed, and then he just stopped bothering me. And that's the route to go, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. It's playing dumb and just always being the kindest person that you can.